Well, it's extremely likely that whatever the issue was is the same issue that caused the audio to not play on my intro just now. That intro is supposed to have a theme song. But, you know, I guess we just don't get to hear that today. And you know what? Now that that happened, I'm like 90% sure it's the same issue. Which I know what it is, but it would cause me to... I'd have to restart OBS in order to fix it, so... Instead, it just seems to not be an issue. Okay. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. This game's really neat. However, we need to have serious time for a minute, okay? Hi. This is gonna be a weird talk with this music in the background. But, we need to talk about this game for a minute before we start. This game is not like anything I've ever played before. This is a horror game. But in that it's a horror game, it's not like a boo horror game like some shitty ones. And it's also not a horror game like PT, where it just like makes you constantly afraid that something is about to go boo and doesn't, and instead builds atmosphere. This game does build atmosphere, but in a different way. This game is creepy down deep into your soul, deeper than any game I've played. This game makes me afraid not that something scary is going to happen, but that, like, something that's going to really seriously upset me is going to happen. And that's something that I have not seen in a video game before, ever. So let's talk about why. So, what I've come to in this game so far is that Sayori has hung herself. I knew it was going to happen for a long time. It's not a big deal that that happened. That in and of itself is not a tragedy, because it's a video game character who happens to be a cute anime girl, right? Big deal, a character in a video game killed himself. Alright? But the thing that this game did was it started out in that when it started to become apparent that this was going to happen, the game got really fucking real. And what I mean is that I live with depression. I have lived with depression for many years. And the way that Sayori described her depression was so specifically on point that she suddenly became me in the game. So to then move it on to the next thing, the suicide thing, was upsetting. But let me talk about what I mean when I say that it's really on point. What did Sayori say? First of all, she can't get out of bed in the morning because she can't find a reason to get up. Huge thing. That's how depression works. She also said she didn't tell anybody because she didn't think that she was worth worrying about. If she told anybody, they would worry about her. It would only bring them down. She's not worth it. That's what depression is. It's so on point. It goes a step... It went even further, though. These are the things that I think are pretty common and pretty understandable. But then she said two things that were really, really got to me, which was... She said that the things that were going on that were wrong were the universe torturing her, and more specifically, her punishment for being selfish. The idea that because she was selfish by wanting anything, and that her depression and the things going wrong around her was her punishment, is like, it hit home so badly that, like, it really, really upset me. And then also, the note that she wrote, the poem of just get out of my head, written over and over again, that as well gets into, like, when depression gets really fucking serious. That's what it feels like. It feels like things are trapped inside of your head and you just want to scream, and you start thinking about things like, how do I get something out of my head? And you start thinking about very terrible, violent things that would forcibly remove unwanted thoughts from your head. And so it really, really hit home the way that the character was written. That's why I haven't played this game in a while. Because when the thing happened with Sayori, it actually upset me like no game or movie or book has. Because of how on point it was. And the fact that it was really on point and then also didn't end happily, you know? So, as far as the horror goes, though, I have never had a nightmare about a video game. I'm not like a horror game connoisseur or anything, but I've played the classics. I've played some horror games, you know? And they've never made me lose sleep. Right? But after the last time I played this game, I lost a lot of sleep. And for the next couple days, for the next few days, I couldn't concentrate on anything. I couldn't concentrate at work. I could hardly concentrate on stream. That's why we've been playing like NEP, is just because it's like carefree as possible. It like affected my life. And part of the reason was that, not that it was just that it was upsetting, but the way that the game continued afterward. And it's this image right here. This image where Sayori has been replaced by this glitchy amalgamation of other characters is really, like, you need to think about this. This is fucking haunting. Because it's as if it's as if you don't remember her anymore. Like, there's something there. There was somebody there once. But you don't remember what they look like. You don't even remember who they are anymore. The game restarts and they never existed. And nothing has anything to do with them. And that is, like, weird. And it gets you deep down, you know? So, in short, I guess, this game is really crazy. And it's like nothing I've ever played before. And at the end of my last stream, I talked about how I might not play it again. And then in a couple later streams, I also talked about how I might not play it again. But this game is really cool. And I also feel as if the things that upset me would only be worse if I just left it hanging as it is. I feel like I need to see through more stuff, see through some other stuff. And this is the last thing I'll talk about, is that, on that note, the other reason that I haven't been wanting to play this that much, until now, is that Sayori was bad. But we know something about Yuri. We know where the rest of the game is going. I've had a lot of time to think about this, because I haven't been playing this game. And I've had several days, and I haven't been able to get this game out of my head, so I've had a lot of time to really think about this. Now, first of all, the obvious thing is that Yuri cuts herself. After what happened with Sayori, I can only imagine that Yuri's self-destructive habit is only going to end in the worst possible way. And that's when we get into something that I have never spoken about on stream before. And it's really weird that this very happy game here is the backdrop for this stream getting realer than it's ever gotten in a way that might not even be good. But I used to cut myself. I don't anymore. I haven't in a very long time. But I used to. And so everything with Sayori was real enough, and I'm afraid that with what happens with Yuri, first of all, on the fact that she's my favorite, and then secondly, on the fact that what she's going through is something that I have personal, deep experience with, I feel like if the game does things in a certain way, it might upset me more than it did before. Hi, Dong Diggity. So that's how I feel about that. Alright? Alright? That everything is very real right now. I'm sorry that this game has to start out like this. But you know what? That's Doki Doki Literature Club. I think I'm getting the game. We talk about things. The game tackles subjects that no other game wants me to tackle. Okay. So, now, let's talk about what I've been thinking about all this time. Here's what I've been thinking about, right? Here we go. By the way, I got a new mouse, so the double-clicking problem isn't a problem anymore. Here's the video game. What's interesting about this is that it has things happening on it. It has, these files have weird stuff happening in them. Like, the game designer deleting Sayori, right? And then you come in here and Sayori is gone. But we still have the other three characters. So, what I've been thinking about all this time, that's really been on my mind, is that I feel like at some point the game is going to make me start messing with the files in order to beat it. Like, it's gonna get real weird. And I'm gonna have to actually go into the game and fix the game to make sad things stop happening. I feel like that's how this works. This directory exists because Python will complain about a missing exec prefix if it doesn't. This file exists because some archive formats and version control systems dislike empty directories. Huh. Anyway, we're digging through the game right now because I'm curious. This doesn't look like anything I can deal with. Okay, anyway. So, here's the second thing about what's been happening in the game. Oh, here's the can you hear me? Oh, right. So, here's the other weird thing about the game. Is that when we restarted the game and Sayori was gone, have you guys noticed what a weird character Monica is? She doesn't show up when you're picking words. So originally, when I saw that you couldn't directly see what she liked and go for her, I thought, oh, she's a hidden character to try to romance. However, Wait a minute, why is new game normal now? That's weird. Anyway, when the game started getting weird, though, did you guys notice how weird Monica was specifically? Let's take a short look. No. Anyway. No, I am gonna, Oh, hi, Crow. Well, I'll warn you, I'm pretty I don't know, Yuri might be next. Anyway, okay, so I've gone through my spiel about why this game upset me, and why the writing is so darn on point. But real quick, I need to... Let's see. Kirby. Real quick, I need to show you guys something that's been on my mind ever since last time. When was the last freaking time I played this game? Was it this day? Yes. Okay, here's where shit got really real. Oh, yeah. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Hey, I got the intro audio. That's me. Okay, where was the weird stuff? Okay, there's Sayori. Here's where the game got really weird. But now, there's been some extra weird stuff. First of all, there was Monica. She came out weirdly. That's weird. Then we had a bunch of weird stuff where, like, on this part, the angle of the room is really Dutch, and the game started getting weird. However, one character in particular stood out in all of the weirdness, I thought. And that character was Monica. When did it happen? Where is all this stuff? Did I take a break and come back on this day? Okay. Here's all this. Here's where these two were arguing. And then there... Okay, this kind of stuff. Fucking Monica. What's her deal? She's weird. She keeps coming up in front of the game and, like, being weird. So, you can't romance Monica. But then I also found her to be extra suspicious because of the way that she's been behaving in the new game. So my, like, idea of, like, a tinkery thing to do is this. We're going to delete Doki Doki. Then, oh, we're going to come in here. We're going to download it again. Oh, shoot, right. I'm gonna drop frames. Get ready for the dropping. So, this is what I've had a bunch of time to think about, is... here's the deal. I want to tinker with the game because of how weird it is. However, I'm afraid that tinkering is going to do weird stuff that I don't want. But we'll see what happens. I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to delete Monica myself. There she goes. And I'm going to run the game. What if I delete Monica? Continue where I left off? Hang on. Null. Wait a second, this is where I was. Okay, shit. Did this find... Oh, man. Alright, it figured me out a little bit. I shouldn't have said continue where I left off. I think Steam might have remembered my save file. Okay, hang on. We're gonna try this. Big time. We go game, saves, empty. What? Dong diggity, you seem excited today. PM died for this. I don't think it said that stuff before. I think I might have screwed something up. I don't think the game likes that I messed with it. Alright, this is what I was afraid of. Okay. Alright. Delete it. Take the backup I just made. Wait. No. Let's download it one more time. I'm gonna try this one more time. We might completely screw up, though. Alright, get ready for me to drop a bunch more frames. Oh. Nep got some stuff, huh? 0 bytes, 0 bytes. What? This game is free, Dong Diggity. Just, you know, be careful. The game is not what you think it is, and it might be worse than you expect even when you realize what it is. Okay, so here's game, characters, Monica. Wait. First, let's just run it and see what happens. And then, okay, so yeah, it's finding the previous save file. Oh, wait, my saves are empty even in here, huh? Ah, see, this is bothering me now. It says delete. I don't want to do either of these things. I want to save. I want to start a different file, and I'm no longer confident that this save file here is my has my save on it. That makes this weird, because I was thinking that this is how you're supposed to beat the game. Is you're supposed to mess with the files. Maybe it's an app data? That's a good point, actually. That's a really good point. Here's RenPy, DDLC. Here's this. Okay. Alright, yeah, dude, you nailed it. Okay. It was an app data. Alright, so get rid of the game before it changes anything. Okay, it didn't change anything. Go into, okay, app data, roaming, backup, RenPy. Okay. Now let's start the game. Okay, thank you. That was gonna bug me. Oh. Okay, yeah. Okay, right. We saw this. Uh-huh. The game told me not to play it if I have depression, but I ignored that, and now here we are. Okay, so here's the game. Alright. Here's what I'm gonna do. Characters, Monica, delete. And now we run the game. How interesting. She's still here, huh? It does look like a happy game. I mean, if you don't know this game, Dong Diggity, and you're not afraid of, like, real craziness, play it. Alright. Let's see what happens. I started a new game, and I have manually deleted... What? What is this? Oh no. No. This can't be it. This can't be all there is. What is this? What am I? Make it stop. Please make it stop. Oh no. I think I made it worse. The game knew exactly what I was up to. Holy shit. Okay, look. I thought that it would be cool to see what would happen. Oh my god, now all the characters are gone. Now all the characters are deleted. I thought it would be cool to see what would happen, and they fucking made Sayori be hurt by it? Get out of here. What happens if I boot it now? Now all the characters are gone. End. Oh no. No, this is gonna be bad. This is bad. No. I made the game end worse. I made the game end worse. I did worse. I screwed it up. I played God! Make it stop. Okay. Holy shit. Oh my gosh, and look, all the characters are gone, and that, I mean, that must be what happens if all the characters are gone. So, wow. This game, see, that's why this game is like, it's so interesting. Alright, so that was my idea on how to beat the game. I thought that Monica was particularly... I still think that Monica is suspicious. But I guess it's... Wait, no, don't merge them. Okay, this is the bad save file that... What's persistent? I don't know. Anyway... Oh, that's probably like a global data thing. Alright. So get rid of that save file. Put this one in. Alright, we've now restored the backup. And we can go back to where we were before, right? Right? Doki Doki Literature Club? I thought it was bad before, but can we please just go back to before? Oh my god, that's the second time I've been saying this. Because remember when Sayori was making things difficult? But then, after the thing happened, I was like, oh no, Sayori, can't we just go... Game, can't we just go back to how it was before, where Sayori was around? Now I'm like, can we just go back to before, where the game wasn't reading my mind? Oh wait, the game's been reading my mind the whole time. Okay, well, I guess that means it's just time to continue the game. I'm going to continue playing for Yuri, but, like, should I try to make them both happy? What if I wrote a poem that made both of them happy? At this point, I feel like that would be bad, because my last poem was very Yuri-focused. And so if I write a poem that's less for her, she'll feel bad. So now we, like, really gotta Yuri it up. I think I know what she likes, though. Boop. That's a Natsuki word for sure. This one's a little weird, though. What if you play for Sayori? That's an interesting idea. What's contamination? I thought of all those words, that was the most Yuri. Kiss. Oh, Natsuki liked it. Journey. Analysis. Hang on. Get me out of here. Is the game too loud, by the way? Let me know if the game is too loud. I don't know about this one. Let's go... I don't know, frightening? Yeah. Extraordinary. Precious. Ooh. Unrestrained. Crimson. Embrace. Essence. Eternity. Uh-oh. We have to pick this one, right? Ah! Okay, that actually scared me a little bit. I mean, we had to pick it. What? This is the thing. I walk into shit like this because it's like, I need to know. Sensation. Imagination. Clouds. Infinite. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable over here in the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Dash.
Hi, Yuri.
I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little bit. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading a manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me in the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well.
Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it.
Dash, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person, and I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little brighter with you around, and, sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monika?
No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was.
Man. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Geez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. Hang on, I gotta adjusting my mouse and keyboard positions. Okay. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. I'll do my best to stay under control from now on, so... Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Huh? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But... I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. I forgot that I had to have that ready. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though.
Hey.
Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. Oh, Talons. Dude, if I played this game high, I would go into full fucking panic attack. I don't do well with being high though. It makes me freak out. Yeah, I have anxiety problems, and well, I don't have anxiety problems normally. I'm kind of over it. Hi, J. June. It's been a while. I'm kind of over that, but like, I've gotten high a couple times, and my mind just goes into instant panic attack, and it's unbearable. So yeah, no drugs for me. Anyway. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Nah. Well, Natsuki was.
I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not very good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So, I'm still impressed. Well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
That sounds cool. I look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Dash. Monica smiles sweetly.
I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently.
I see.
I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me.
In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I?
No, not really.
I chose not to bring up anything that the three of us had talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off to the closet. Dash, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club.
Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway.
Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart, it just won't stop pounding for some reason.
Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy.
Yeah. But I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this.
Take your time.
Yuri takes a deep breath, then pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second?
Sure.
Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. We've already read this, and I was like, yo, Yuri is extremely elegant when she speaks about poems and shit, just because she's, like, stammering sometimes. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
Okay, this was the part that got weird last time. This game is this is the new scariest game I've ever played. Because any fucking moment, I'm ready for, like, it to break out into this really uncomfortable scene between people. I don't do well with confrontation, you know? And, like, last time, this scene became confrontational between Yuri and Monica, and this time the game likes to mess with me. The game is really enjoying messing with me, you know, and being weird. and making everything that was bad before worse, partly because Sayori is gone and she kind of held everybody together. So, like, alright, what happens? You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Ah, did Yuri leave you again?
It's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea.
Oh, okay, so I'm not going with her. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Oh, no. Wait a second, this is actually gonna be worse. Oh, fuck. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. No, no, no. This is the fake out. This is the fake out. This is where nothing is wrong. First, they need to build it up more to make it really stab me when the bad thing happens.
Let's see.
The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach around the corner and peer around it.
Yuri?
Yep, okay. Right, see, they need to build it up more. Yep, here we go. Time for this game to get really, really personal. Yeah. Okay. I need to... This game is like super serious time. This game is super serious time. I had serious time at the beginning of this stream to explain why I was worried about where this was going with Yuri. And let me just explain something real quick. First of all, I mentioned before, so in less harsh words, I will mention again the fact that I have personally struggled with exactly what Yuri struggles with, alright? So, just, that's out there. Now, also, though, what just happened? Did you see that? The way that the text started just gushing like a river. And everything got staticky and wobbly. That's like exactly what happens when depression strikes. I've had times where like I see a trigger, right? And it's like thoughts in my head actually hit me like a train. It's like a train smashes through my brain, and through it is just yelling and fast speaking and words and words and words and all these thoughts that I can't keep up with, and it's awful. And it's like I can't see anymore. I'm dizzy. I stumble around. I stumble around with just this craziness happening in my head, right? That specifically hasn't happened in a long time, but that's what it was like when I saw something that really instantly triggered depression and the issues, the specific things that set it off, right? And so that scene right there, like, was really well done in, like, how it feels. Like that you would just stumble back to the classroom. You can't even think because your thoughts are going so fast that you're not registering any of them. But it's just a general bad feeling. And you stumble back, and now Yuri's back, and you're just like, you don't even know what's happening. Thanks for waiting patiently. Dash, do you like oolong tea?
Yeah. Anything is fine.
Very well. Except, this game is also being a little weird in that they're acting like it didn't happen. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Perhaps I will.
Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself.
You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway.
Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Dash. That's very endearing.
That's
Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Dash, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Huh? Why is that?
It's a little easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Ah, sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so? I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because my
Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading, yeah.
Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book.
I retrieve the book from my bag.
I have some chocolate as well.
It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it, since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand so that it's not holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper.
Sorry.
I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper.
You can have as much as you want.
That's okay. I won't take any.
Huh? Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. Again, I hope that in this little, CG specific moment, we are safe from, the game, the weirdness. By the way, we're gonna screenshot this adorable scene. Wait a second, what's my... Oh! I have Steam overlay disabled, don't I? Is that why it won't take screenshots? I guess we gotta do it the old-fashioned way. What? Ah, there we go. Alright. Wait, what? What went wrong the first two times? Windows key plus print screen. Is that the Steam shortcut? I thought it was just insert. It saves it automatically as a PNG to your... Are you for serious? You just want to see my pictures folder, don't you? Here's untitled.p... Nope, that's not even the right resolution. Screenshots? You see a camera flash. I'm on Windows 7, so that might not be a Windows 7 thing. Anyway, we seem to have gotten our screenshot. Pictures... Doki 1. Alright. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Screenshots folder? I mean, I'll try it again. Windows, print screen. I pressed the keys really loudly so you could tell. However, I got nothing. What about right now? Nothing. Who knows? I don't have the Windows key disabled or anything either, I don't think. Let me check. Nope, it's not. Anyway.
Well, in that case,
Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But this means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Huh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Dash.
Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that.
Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't... Dash. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. Oh shit, this is where it gets different. Oh fuck. My teacup gets knocked over. Dash. My heart won't stop pounding. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Oh geez, her face is kind of weird. Okay, if she gets super yandere, that's only more attractive. I'm just throwing that out right now. I mean, I realize that the game is going to make it fucked, and the game is going to make it not cool, but I'm just saying in the moment, just right now, for this brief moment, Yuri is more attractive than before, okay? Alright. It's time to share poems. Okay. Alright, Yuri, can we go back in the closet and you can make that, get that crazy look in your eyes again? It was really lighting a fire inside me. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face.
Do you like it?
Dash, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery.
Yuri visibly swallows. Her hands appear sweaty. That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Dash. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just want you to read my poem too, okay? Wheel. A rotating wheel. Turning an axle. Grinding. Bolt head. Linear gearbox. Falling sky. 7 holy stakes. A docked ship. A portal to another world. A thin rope tied to a thick rope. A torn harness. Parabolic gearbox. Expanding universe. Time controlled by slipping cogwheels. Existence of God. Swimming with open water in all directions. Drowning. A prayer written in blood. A prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes. A thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. Exponential gearbox. A sky of exploding stars. God disproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 40 gears and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox. She really loves gearbox. I mean, did she play Alien Colonial Marines? I don't know. Breathing bolthead. Breathing ship. Breathing portal. Breathing snakes. Breathing God. Breathing blood. Breathing holy stakes. Breathing human eyes. Breathing time. Breathing prayer. breathing sky, breathing wheel. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really liked the way that it writes, so I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Okay. It's time. It's time for me to say that, just like last time, I really, really like where the relationship with Yuri is going. Her weird kind of maniacal obsession is, like, fun for me in a video game context. And I feel like the game is going to prey upon that. I'm enjoying her craziness. And I feel like the game is going to make me feel bad for that by having it turn really sour. But here we go. Natsuki. Natsuki's gonna hate the poem. Please don't swear at me. Please don't get in an argument. Yeah, just as I thought. Dash, come on. I'm not stupid. I know how much time you've been spending with Yuri. It's obvious that you care more about impressing her than trying to improve your writing. To put it bluntly, it's kind of pathetic. Why are you even in this club? Honestly, I thought getting a new member would help everyone get more involved together, not exclude each other even more. This is such a stupid activity anyway. Look, I'm not in a good mood today, and I just really don't feel like talking right now. Please go away. God damn it. I like Natsuki's poems. I want to read them. Dash, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with the pocket knife. Monica, should you be telling me this? Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've been kind of enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. Okay, alright, I get it. Yuri gets a high from cutting herself. She really enjoys it. She really enjoys being around me. And our time together is going to make her do it too much, and she's gonna die. That's how I feel what's gonna happen right now. I need to ask you guys if you're okay with me getting way too real again for a second, as far as, like, real life shit goes. Yeah. It's time again. I'm worried about where this is going, and I think that this game is really going to strike hard again. Because, like I said before, I have had personal experience with exactly what Yuri is doing. The difference is that when I cut myself, it wasn't because I was excited or in a good mood or anything like that. I think what it is that Yuri is more panicking. Her emotions are too much for her and her head is spinning and she sort of panics, right? Now, when I had depression, I mean, I still do, but when it was like really, really bad, And I was also dealing with anxiety and obsessive compulsive disorder. Those 3 things, like, run in my family, and that's a problem. The reason I did it was because of the same things, where for me it was because of bad things, because of depression, but it was really because of panic attacks. I would start panicking, my heart would be racing, I couldn't stop thinking about things, my mind was going in circles, I was having a panic attack, and I thought I was gonna die, right? And it was an anxiety thing, right? So, sometimes, just to stop everything and to focus for a minute, I would go into the bathroom, I would have something sharp, and I would just focus on it. If I could cause physical pain to myself, and I could see the blood, that became what I was thinking about, and it shut everything else down, and it calmed me down a lot. It really did. It was like all of the mental pain got shut out and was replaced by something physical that I could understand and that I could focus on, and it made sense. And that's why I did it. So... Oh, also... Okay. It's about to get more real. One time, it was so bad that I went way too far. The last time that I ever did this, it went way, way too far. And for some reason, I don't really exactly know what came over me, but I just didn't stop. And it ended with me having an ambulance. Somebody found me. Caught me. But it was after I was already kind of, like, done and was maybe going to die because I was, like, bleeding out and not really responding much anymore. And my roommate found me, called an ambulance, and I was brought to the hospital. And I was put in a mental home for a few days, where I talked to a therapist and all that kind of stuff happened. So my point is that once again, this game is being way too specifically correct in how it's portraying these emotions. Sayori's depression was portrayed way too well for it to be comfortable to be the subject of a horror game. And the fact that Yuri's cutting is a excitement thing, and she's like panicking because she's so excited and she doesn't know what to do with herself and her thoughts are racing, and so she calms herself down. That's exactly how it works. So once again, I guess I need to, like, try to remember a couple things as we progress here. First of all, most importantly, this is just a video game, and she's just a video game character. The other thing to remember is that the developer of this game understands. Meaning, awareness of how these problems actually are is being spread, which I think is a good thing. So, all that said, are we okay to move on? I'm sorry about getting too real, but this is the game, man. I guess this is the game where I talk a lot about things that I used to deal with, and streaming on Twitch has really helped me with. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on. Also, Nicole has helped me with these things a lot too, because, you know, being alone doesn't really help. Okay, moving on. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. Does this mean that I actually should? That's my problem with this game so far too. Is like, do I write a poem for Natsuki now? With the festival, if that happens again, do I choose not to spend time with Yuri? Should I distance myself from her? Because if I don't, she's just going to cut herself until she dies. And I know that's what's going to happen, and it's going to upset me, because, once again, she is, just like with Sayori, she's portraying a personality and emotions that are way too real, and I've personally lived with, and then if she dies, it's like, oh shit, that's that thing that I almost did, but it happened to her, and it's my fault! You know, like, I don't think that the choices in this game, I don't know. I feel like this game is just going to go in the direction it wants to go no matter what. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. Monica, you're still being weird. I think you are suspicious. I think that you, Monica, are not a real person. I think that you are the game developer fourth-walling yourself into this game to fuck with me. That's what I think you are, Monica. You not real, adorable anime girl. You are just the game developer. I've got you figured out. I tried to delete you, and the whole game... Oh my god, were you guys here for this? Jejun, did you see when I tried to delete Monica and run the game? It was not pleasant. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. What? I have read this exact... An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. I have read this exact phrase before. I wonder where I've read it. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. An endless poem of meaningless. Delete. Monica, you are not a real person. You are fucking with me. This is the scariest game I've ever played. It just... Like... I can't believe how crazy this game is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm always afraid when the poem goes away that it's gonna be fucked up. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game, because it'll be deleted when you try to load. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. No. This is another one of those situations where it's like, no, I don't want to read it, video game. But I also don't want to miss anything. By the way, let's take a look at the game files for a second. Let's see here real quick. Let's just check whether anything fucked up is happening. What's this one? I hate this. I can't do anything. Nothing. No matter how many times you play, it's all the same. It would be really, really easy to kill myself right now, but that wouldn't mean I don't get to talk to you anymore. All I want is for you to hate them. Why is that so hard? Monica is trying to get me. Is this Monica? Oh my god. What else do we got in here? Anything else new around here? Okay, no, that's, wait. No, this is different now. What? No, this is different. All I did was untie the knot. Wasn't it tie the knot before? Is this my backup? Yeah, here's my backup. What? Okay, well that's interesting. So that is the same. Anyway. Any more trace back? Yeah, no more trace back. Okay. I don't want to look at happy thoughts anymore. I have half a mind to delete it. Okay. What do you got for me? Things I like about Papa. When Papa comes home early, I like when Papa comes home early, cooks me dinner, gives me allowance, spends time with me, asks me about my friends, asks me about anything, gives me lunch money, comes home before sundown, cooks, gives me privacy, doesn't tell me how to dress, doesn't comment on my friends, doesn't comment on my hobbies, doesn't come home without waking me up, keeps food in the house, uses his inside voice, leaves my stuff alone, accidentally drops the coins in the couch. I like when Papa is too tired to notice me. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today. So if everyone could come sit in front of the room, at the front of the room. Is it about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Stop making that sound, game. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I'm actually averting my eyes at times like this because of this game. I just want to be able to slowly look at the game at my own pace. Okay, it just wanted me to click, that's all. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Oh shit, Shark, where's my phone? My phone was supposed to go off to remind me. I do have a match in 15 minutes. You're right. Okay. I was really getting into this. Thank you, Shark. We gotta save. So I have a Wings of V speedrun match to commentate. And then maybe we'll go right back into this? What's the, yeah. Alright, yeah. What? No, I just wanted to go to title screen. Okay. Alright, guys. Thank you for bearing with me getting way too real on this stream. But, you know, that's this game. This game has us talk about things about ourselves that other games don't address. I really like that games can address such serious topics, such as like The Binding of Isaac. I also really need to play Neverending Nightmares because apparently that game is about OCD, and I think that that would be interesting. But anyway, thank you guys for watching Doki Doki. I'm going to go commentate a run, a Wings of V speedrun. It's going to take about an hour. Will you guys be here in an hour for more Doki Doki, or should I save it for another time? I'm serious. In an hour. Or should I save the rest of this for, like, tomorrow? Alright, I'll come back in an hour then. You have a friend who has some form of depression and he goes to the bottle as a solution. That can be very, very dangerous. I don't want to make you worry too much, but that is a bad solution, and I also have some pretty serious experience with, not me personally drinking, but someone I knew, and yeah, that's in past tense, so. Okay, let's go to a happy video game where it's a speedrun and I'm gonna do commentary for it. Okay, J. June. Alright. Have yourselves a good night. I will be back in an hour, but for now, you know what? Come follow me. I really need to go. I need to go do the thing. But come follow me. And come follow me for the commentary. Let me just look it up real quick. It is on twitch.tv/speedgaming is the channel. If you want to hear me commentate a race of my favorite game ever, Wings of V, go to twitch.tv/speedgaming, where I will be doing commentary for a race. And let's check real quick. Am I going to be alone? Yes, it's just me on commentary, so I get to yell and be super excited and all that. So, all right. See you guys in a minute.